football down the field. Anybody that's watched the Cleveland games, the first three, and then watched the game with Baker, you see they allow him to throw the football down the field while they letting Tyrod throw jailbreak screens and bubble screens and all that. They do not allow him to push the ball down the field. You're right, Skip. Baker Mayfield scored 42 points, but he allowed the Oakland Raiders to score 45 points because it was his turnovers that led to the game, the momentum to swing back, and his turnover that allowed the Raiders to...
Should the game have ended at 3rd and 2 from the 17 with 1:41 left? Yes! So he did enough. His offense scored 42.
No. Skip, I'm not going to allow you to do that. Because I've known...
I just did it.
No.
I just did it.
So
because everybody with half a brain is saying, yeah.
I only got third of a brain. But in the NFL, but in sports, Skip, we play to win. Not to, well, he did enough. Oh, he did enough? Now, so since when is doing enough?
Game's over. Game's over. You got a first down. Everybody would think. You saw it. It was a first down.
You love QBR, right?
Oh, yeah.
Can you tell the people at home what was Baker's QBR?
Well, it wasn't that terrible.
Oh, no.
I forget what it was.
I didn't forget. 58.
58's pretty good. That's 8 points above average.
8 points above average.
Yeah.
Is that what we do now?
Better than Carson Wentz had yesterday. I just did a Shannon on Shannon.
Skip, if anybody out there, even in Cleveland, think Baker Mayfield
Better
played
than
a better
Aaron Rodgers had yesterday.
If anybody out there thinks that Baker Mayfield played a better game than Carson Wentz, now they both made the same fate.
Wait, now we haven't even started on the good things that he did. Did you see the rocket touchdown pass he threw to Fells? That was a flat-out rocket. Did you see the beautiful fade he threw to Jarvis Landry for another touchdown? It was beautiful. He knew it. He was already dancing while it was in the air because he knew he had it and he knew he threw it.
Did you see the 2 picks that he threw? Did you see the 2 fumbles that he had?
I think we just went.
Okay. Don't gloss over. And the Raiders were dancing.
Did you see that lightning strike to Callaway in the 4th quarter that got him another touchdown?
Yeah.
I mean, this kid is just electric.
He turned. You told me he was a careful gambler. He had it. What? He a third. So he a third, Skip, of his interceptions. What he had last year in college. Now you told me I don't know how you get that. It's kind of like jumbo shrimp or quiet riot. That's oxymoronic because how can those things go together? He's a careful gambler, gambling in and of itself.
It's 6 interceptions all year, and they threw it all over the line.
How many he got right now in one start?
In one start?
Yeah.
Well, he had one that you could say was sort of. One was just sort of a Hail Mary, and the other one was not his fault.
You feel comfortable saying that he will have less than 6 the rest of the way?
I don't know. His first time in this was his first NFL start ever.
You keep that.
Sam Darnold started his 4th game
and
yesterday.
he won.
Yeah.
Sam Darnold won his first. But if you don't mind me asking, who had the most as a number? Sam Darnold's first start, he won. He beat Detroit.
I don't know how, but
that's not important.
Yeah.
It's not for you to figure out how he won. He won. But if you don't mind me asking, you said Baker Mayfield did what? He scored the most points by #1 overall draft pick.
In his first start.
In his first start.
And his was on the road in the black hole. It's a tough place to play.
About turnovers?
It gets crazy.
What about turnovers?
Yeah. What about him?
Who had the most turnovers in the #1 overall draft pick in their first start?
I don't know.
Oh, you don't know that.
Well,
hold on.
His offense scored the most.
Hold on.
He scored 40. His offense scored 42, and you gave him a D. Think about that. His first ever start on the road at Oakland, and you gave him a D when his offense scored 42. I told you he's got contagious charisma. Everybody's making plays around him, and they put up 42. And it should have won the game, but the refs took it away.
I don't do
Simple. Well, not the refs. I shouldn't blame it on the refs. I should blame it on Madison Avenue.
Don't do that, Skip.
Yeah.
That's so unbecoming of you.
It's very becoming of me.
All I'm saying is, hey, Baker, so are we trying to get points or are we trying to win? So because
I don't know. They kind of go hand in hand.
No, hold on. I've seen teams win a game 17-14. I've seen a team win a game 7-6.
The real culprit here is Greg Williams and the defense. I just thought it was way better.
Skip.
I don't get it.
This is what I don't understand. I've heard you blame the officials. I've heard you blame Greg Williams. But you absolved all blame from Baker Mayfield.
I told you I gave him the one turnover. You know, the one in the pocket. The Maurice Hurst turnover. I give you that.
I'm looking at Baker Mayfield. It says 2 INTs and 2 fumbles. So who does these other INTs and fumbles go to? Who is throwing the ball? Tyrod Taylor didn't throw a pass yesterday.
Do you want him back?
Skip.
Campaign for it. Do it.
Campaign for what?
Do it.
All I'm saying.
You think Tyrod would have scored 42 yesterday? He would not.
All I'm saying is, this is what I get now. This is what I'm confused here. In the opening game, the Pittsburgh Steelers in Cleveland had Cleveland down 21-7. Tyrod scores 14, get the game in overtime. Baker Mayfield has a 28-14 lead in the fourth quarter. He loses that. He gets an A for losing a 14-point lead, having 4 turnovers, and Tyrod Taylor, they talking about, well, if Baker had started, Baker would have won that game. Baker had an opportunity to win the game.
How many times did the Cleveland defense intercept Ben Roethlisberger in the first game? How many times? Do you remember?
5.
5?
Yeah.
5? Wait, it seemed like it was 6, but it's 5. 5 interceptions. How many times did they pick off Derek Carr yesterday?
Twice, right?
I don't remember.
Hold on. They picked off Carr twice.
Twice.
Okay?
So that's a big difference right there.
Whoa. How many times did Tyrod give the ball away?
Did Ben throw for 426 in the opener? No.
It was a monsoon.
Have you seen anything like this from Derek Carr so far this year? 426?
I'm not worried about what I saw from Derek Carr in 2016, 2015, 2014. I'm talking about yesterday.
A D.
What did I talk about Baker? We're talking about Baker Mayfield's performance, not his Heisman Trophy winner. We're talking about yesterday and him starting.
A minus.
D.
First start ever.
D.
Way to go.
D.
Yeah, that's just dumb.
No. See, I'm not going to let you absolve Baker Mayfield. I know that's your guy. You went to bat for him early, Skip, and I understand. Skip, you love hard.
You
love real hard.
True.
When people say relationships are hard, yeah, relationships are very hard if one of them only loving hard. But relationships shouldn't be that hard if both of them equal invested. See, he's invested. I ain't as invested as Baker Mayfield, so I'm going to call it straight.
Yep.
Call it straight.
I love Jenny Hard for her opinion of Baker
No.
Yep, I'm with Jenny on this.
Jenny, don't let him get involved in this.
I gotta take it while I have it.
Jenny.
D is harsh, Shannon.
You offered him your pen. He shunned you.
How does that island feel over there?
That feel good over here because there's nobody that's watching this game that's going to say Baker Mayfield deserved an A for that performance yesterday. 42 points. But they took the collar because he allowed the Oakland Raiders to score 45.
You're not going to get a KD or an AD because you gave Baker a D.
He deserved it.
It's going to be karma.
Skip, I didn't give it to him.
Karma.
If I'm a teacher, I don't give out grades. I just give you what you earn. I ain't like that teacher in Texas. Skip, did you hear the story about the teacher in Texas that lost her job because she wouldn't give credit because his kids didn't want to do the work?
Sure.
And she said, no, I'm not giving y'all no credit. And they fired her. I'm not giving Baker Mayfield a passing grade when he didn't earn it. I work for Smith Barney. I give grades the old-fashioned way. They earn it.
Be a tough teacher over there, Shannon.
That's right. I don't grade on the curve.
Okay, I'm going to try to keep this guy on my good side. We're talking Cowboys. Are they starting to look like a playoff team? We'll discuss that.
At the quarter pole, Skip, really?
Yep. Here we go.